This expert, Turtles EA, is an implementation of the trading method described in the Covell book, The Complete Turtle Trader, and it has some differences which come from Jerry Parker himself, which you can research, and we will find that he said one entry, one stop loss and trail stop, so no pyramiding. The confusion with pyramiding came from the fact that they used two systems, S1 with 20 days for breakout and 10 days for trail stop, and S2 for 55 days for breakout and 20 days for the trail stop. So you can do your research in plenty of videos. Jerry Parker, the most successful turtle trader, says no pyramiding and only one entry. And of course no skipping trades, because it has no sense, since you don't know which trade will be successful and which won't. But otherwise this expert follows what Michael Covell says in his book about this trading method. So now let's go to the chart. You have installed your EA, Turtles EA. Now by drag and drop add it to your chart on daily time frame, and you will see System 1 and System 2. System 1 uses by default 20 with 10, and System 2 uses 55 with 20, but I recommend you to do backtests for the instruments you trade, and based on backtests to choose the values for breakout and trail stop. Also, you can trade only one system, which I do. You can disable System 2, so you can trade only System 1. But I want to add here the turtles, some traded System 1, some traded System 2, and some traded both systems. So it's not wrong whatever option you choose. You can trade one system or both systems. Important thing is to do backtests. Here is the ATR period for stop loss and the ATR multiplier for stop loss. Again, this ATR period I recommend you to let it 20. Here, based on back tests, you can go 2.5, 3, 4, etc. Since it's designed to trade two systems in the same time, and it has the chance to open two trades, not always, but sometimes we'll open two trades at the same time, one with System 1 and one with System 2. By default, I set the expert to risk only 0.5% per trade, but you can go to 1% or even lower. But since it uses two systems, I don't recommend to go above 1%, because you will have too much exposure to big risk. Now another management risk, important, very important, part is this enable risk reduction, which by default is true. So when your account will you lose 10% from balance, and I only use balance because it's more conservative and more important to keep your account alive so you can trade next day, as they say. When the balance drops more than 10%, the position size will be reduced with 20%, and there will be allowed maximum 3 reductions. I want to stress the fact that this mechanism is well researched in my expert and well implemented, because they are for selling experts which more or less implement the turtles method, but this part is superficially implemented, meaning that when you close and reopen your MetaTrader 5, or you need to close your computer, you have electricity problems, these values will not be retained, so basically it won't work, this reduction position size mechanism. Next, the magic numbers. Each trade has its magic number, and in the experts tab you will see only the critical files operations. Now I will add it with these default settings. Of course, on the chart you will see nothing, but the expert is working. If you want to see the levels, I have an indicator which is showing the breakout levels and trail stop levels. It's free. You can add it to your chart to see visual where is currently the trail stop. And what I want to add is to trade as much markets you can. Don't stay with 1, 2, 3 or 5. I recommend to trade over 20 markets, because this is how it's supposed to trade using this method. And also a strength follower, because this method of trading, it's known to have a win rate between 30-40% usually. So you basically diversify and you are hunting for outliers. Like in this case, this beautiful trend on silver, you are hunting for such trends. In conclusion, your most important job is to add as many markets as you can to trade, but also very important to do the backtest. In many cases, the default values for breakout and trail stop are not optimal, so this is where you have to do a lot of work, and otherwise the expert will trade much better than a human, will take positions, close positions, manage positions, you have no job in this part, you don't have to intervene. As they say, the trend followers, cut your losses short and keep your profits running. Let the expert do his job, you do the backtests and other markets. Basically, this is in principle what I want to tell you about this expert. Good trading.